What's up, y'all? My name's Shy. I'm back with another video. You know, this video I'm making today is about, the difficulties, I'm gonna just say the ups and downs, the positives and the negatives with being a father of 5 kids with 3 different mothers, and how do I manage it. Now, first, I like to say, I'm a very, very, very firm believer in the higher power, which is God. I do believe in Jesus Christ. So just to stand firm on that, I believe in certain guidelines and principles and morals that I have that keeps me at keeping a nice temper, if you know what I mean. Now, am I always able to fight that and resist that? No, I do get angry. I am normal. I am human. But I always get asked, how do I deal with having different mothers and all these kids? Well, one thing I learned having my oldest child is basically, you have to learn each child individually. You gotta spend time with your child, bond with your child so you can know that child. Each child, I feel like, needs their own time with you as the parent. Well, me being the father, they need their own time so I can know them, So, with that being said, what I do is, like I say, I like to spend time with them. We all spend time all together, but I try to keep a day where I catch up on them as their own individual, and we just spend time together, and we pick out days, but that's one way, Another way, communication. You gotta talk to your kids. You gotta always talk to your kids and see what's going on. Now, I have 2 girls and I have the rest boys. With my girls being the oldest, they go through different emotions and hormones, and as a father, we gotta make sure that we, understanding. I'm gonna say, what's the word I'm looking for without all these distractions around me? Basically, you wanna be. I'm gonna use the word understanding right now, but the word that I'm looking for is like empathy, like putting yourself in their shoes, so you can fully understand where they coming from and how they feeling. Of course, I got sisters, I got mothers, I got aunties, I got grandmothers. So whenever I'm having trouble, I reach out to them. If me and the mother is, not seeing eye to eye at the time. But essentially, I try to reach out to the mom, but it's not always peachy and cream. I'm going to get to that as well, but first I want to touch on my children. And as y'all can hear, my 1-year-old in the back, he acting up, and I asked him before I start the video, son, Daddy finna start a video. Let me do my do. Let me do what I do. Okay, what else I was gonna say? So with my daughters, my oldest daughter, I try to give more attention to her. She's growing, and she she's learning different things. Public school is, man, it's a tornado. It's public school is, man. I went to public school, so I knew how it was gonna be, but having kids and knowing what they're gonna go against and you trying to prepare them for it is man, I couldn't imagine it, and being a parent, you can't be there through all situations that your child go through. So one thing for sure, you try to bring up different scenarios for them so that they can so you can basically prevent, what's the word I'm looking for? More like set up scenarios so in case they go into this situation, they'll be prepared, and you can prevent them from falling in certain problems, because you don't want no issues for your child. Even something is a fight, I try to prepare my kids for that, especially my oldest. I'm not telling her to not defend herself, but my main thing is defend yourself, but only if you have to. Don't just be trying to fight. See if there's other ways to resolve that problem. If you can. So like I say, with public school, it's all kind of stuff. Your kids learning all kind of weird stuff, what's going on in the world, and that's why I feel like it's important for us parents to be like in tune on what's going on in these kids' life, because something as simple as, like, I remember one year, my 8-year-old, my 8 and my 9-year-old, and my oldest daughter, she knew as well. She knew about it as well. They had something going on where they was basically they had something going on hold on, guys. They had something basically going on. YouTube where they was telling kids to do evil stuff, and it was scary to me because the stuff that they was telling them to do was like, man, go turn the oven on while your mother and dad is asleep, while your parents is asleep. Just weird stuff, man. Like, I can't remember all of them, but I know it was that year I was like, what? And it opened my eyes up to like social media, YouTube, all of this stuff that was going on that I thought was safe for kids. I thought I was covering all the space, but hey, it's always something that keeps you on your toes, and that was one. And my kids, if it wasn't for my kids, and us having the communication that we have, I wouldn't have never knew about that. And I'm glad I even spoke to my kids about, like certain evil stuff and bad stuff that's going on. You gotta stand up and let whoever you're around know, hey, this is not right. And that topic brought them out to speak about what the kids was learning in school and they was doing in the library. And I was like, what? And they end up showing me the video, and it's crazy. It was on YouTube. I can't even think of it. It was a weird little name, and it looked like a girl, but she was just telling them to do evil stuff, man. I think one was drink bleach. I think, I can't think of them all, man. So, yeah, to get back on topic, man, they learning different things from school, and like I say, we got to be in tune into what they got going on in school, man. It's very important, especially if you raising multiple kids. It's hard to it's hard to manage, but you can do it. You just gotta stay focused. You gotta stay focused as a parent. with my, like I say, with my oldest girl, my oldest daughters, you know, like I say, I give them attention. It's communication, you know, empathy. One thing for sure, that girl. So you gotta put yourself in their shoes. You know, you gotta make it seem like you was walking that walk with them. But if you're not, hey, go get some advice. Go talk to your mother. Go talk to your sister. Go talk to, you know. And in some situations, it got so crucial. Like I had to have my wife, my ex-wife, cut in. You know, or even my. I mean, I said my ex-wife. My wife cut in. You know, I can't explain why they would spend their whole lives in or my sister cut in, you know, and take over for me, you know, and I just sit back and listen, you know, because it's a learning experience for me as well. When I first was beginning the walk of having my oldest child, I read books. I was learning. I was trying to be the best father I can be because it was surreal to me, you know, so I was trying to make sure that I'm covering all the gray areas so I can know everything. But it's hard, man. It's hard, you know. And if you're a father out there and you're a first time father, you know, experience is the best teacher, you know. But ain't nothing wrong with going out there, get you a couple of books and you know, and reading them. So with that, you know, with my daughters, like I say, you know, you just gotta take your time with them each day, one day at a time, you know, and be there, you know. My sons is more a little easier, you know. They look at you as the role model, so they look at you as all the kids look at you as a hero. You're a hero in their eyes. You know, the sons they follow your step, you know. It's not too much you gotta do with them, you know. You just you showing them how to be young men and how to carry themselves and how to look out after and how to look after the women in their family as a youngin. I'm raising my sons right now on how to look after women because they're women in their family, because when they get older, they're going to get married, and this is something I feel like they should carry on into their marriage or into their relationship, you know, and even when they have sons. So, like I say, it's not too much with the sons, you know. My sons, he go through things too, though, you know, fights in school, you know, trying to be the funny guy, you know, all of that, you know, they gonna go through that phase for sure. But, Shia, you need your diaper changed, sir. And I'm glad I had one right here. Come on, let's get that. Come on. But, yeah, so far as that go, I got, the kids covered. Now the mothers on the other end, now this is where it gets tricky, you know, the mothers. Okay, so for instance, I'm gonna give you an example. So I had my children at younger ages. Come here. Hey. Okay. One thing for sure, you gotta always keep your eyes open and pay attention to what's going on. Monitoring. You know, you gotta stay on your monitoring skills. You gotta have eyes on the back of your back. Every 5 seconds, what y'all doing? As they grow, you know, it's less of that. But when you got them this young, hey, they get into stuff quick, you know. But me being a parent, I still pop in on my kids, you know. And like right now, I'm like, what they doing back there? But luckily, I just got done checking on them. So, and what brought me to make this video is because one of the mothers, me and her we've been getting into it for a very long time. We can't see eye to eye on things. You know, she wants to She want things to be ran her way, or it's the highway. And me, type of father I am, and type of man I am, something, if it's not right, then it's just not right with me, and I'm just gonna speak up on it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's not the type of guy that I am. Just a yes man, just to go with the flow. Yeah, I'm always skeptical of things. I don't trust everything, But back to the mothers, dealing with 3 different mothers, they all have 3 different mindsets. But if we all on one accord, then I feel like everything can be joyful, peachy and creamy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it could be a smooth ride. But it's always one that's just like, one a buck can go against the grain. And that's where the trouble happened. But if you deal with women, then it's gonna be like that. And it's all on what type of man you is and how you gonna handle it. Me, I like to handle it, what's the word? I like to deal with it, of course, with respect. Respect is the first and foremost thing, I'm not with you disrespecting me. I'm not gonna disrespect you. I'm all for respect. Let's keep it respectful, and let's deal with this as calm as possible without drama. I hate that, And right now I'm actually going through a custody battle with one of my children's mothers, because like I say, the one that I'm that's having the problems, that's giving me issues, and we having different views on different things, on how we view our child to be growing up, or what we expose our child to, or what we allow our child to do. We don't see eye to eye on it, and I ain't gonna lie, it's been a nightmare for me. It's been a nightmare for me. I can't even lie to y'all, man, because when you see how the world is, man, I'm smiling, I'm laughing, but it's not funny. When you see how the world is, bruh, it's like, bruh, and you got kids in it, you don't want nothing bad happening to your children. That's the last thing you want to go on. That'll have your world crushing. So with me and her not seeing eye to eye on certain things, it's like, and I would touch on it, but yeah, it's too personal, bro. It's too personal. But y'all pray for me out there, man. Whoever see this video, please send prayers. But yeah, man, you don't want your kids, growing up and being the way you see people grow up to be. Like, I'm trying to prevent that. That's my whole duty as a father. Like, that's why I do it for. I work hard, I bust my ass, I teach my kids. I'm not only through school they get teachings. They know my kids, school is at home first. School started and originated at home. It's about what you teach your kids at home. Some parents, they look at it as, I'm gonna send my child to school because, I don't want to pay for a babysitter and da-da-da-da-da. I just need some time for where they at, while I'm at work trying to provide for us, or the mother and father. Then you got some people who knows it's certain things that our kids need to learn in school, so we send them to school. But be honest with yourself, what things do we really pick up from school? What things do, I don't know what song, y'all, sorry. What things do we actually carry with us from when we get out of school? Like, I mean, it's something, I ain't gonna lie, grammar, how to talk, But you could pick that up still without, cause me, I was the kid that didn't take school serious at all. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I was close to being a dropout. You know, if it wasn't for my mother and trying to just get a diploma for my mother and make her proud, I probably wouldn't have never did it. Cause when I got kicked out of school, I got kicked out the district, and I almost just gave up on school because I felt like it was just almost close to like being in jail. But that's just my perspective. My kids, I promote it heavily. I do want them to go to college when they finish school, you know. I mean, it's better than just going out to go look for a job. You know what I mean? And also what it does is it's getting them prepared to not just work at a job, to searching for your own career. You know what I mean? So I'd rather my child search for a career than to be working a 9 to 5 where you basically in slavery, you know, modern day slavery. But okay, not to get off topic, but basically, you know, the mothers, one of the 3 mothers, we don't get along. And I'm telling you, it's all because of our views on how we want our kids the views that we have for our kids. You know, one parent, she might not, oh, they ain't gotta go to college. They can work a job. Long as they got a job, that's what I did. Okay, is that right? Is that right? Am I wrong for saying I don't want my child working at McDonald's, Walmart, Amazon? You might look at Amazon, the top of the top, you know, being a manager. I would rather my child to be owning a business. Am I wrong for that? So it's just small stuff like that, you know. And I mean, to me, it's not small. It's major. It's major because when I'm dead and gone, guess what? My child is gonna be in that cycle, you know, that the world wants them in, you know, and it's only a few of us with the brain that think outside the box, and managing that is the women is just like I say, man. If you dealt with women in your life, you know how to deal with certain women, and you got women that are chill. They communicate. You know, they not into drama. You know, then you got the ones that's totally opposite. You know, and hey, you just gotta know how to work around that person until, you know, you figure something out or y'all figure something out. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to come out and tell you guys. As you can see, this video raw. I just pulled up the video. I'm not gonna do no edits or nothing. I'm just gonna post it. You know, I get asked all the time, how do I do it? Brothers be asking me, man, how do you do it? I know I got friends, four mothers, 4 kids from one for each, you know, so 12 with 6, you know, so hey, I know all the dudes that's out there, the fathers that's out there, they're gonna be able to relate to what I'm dishing out here right now, you know, cause it's a challenge, but it can be done. It can be done. It can be done, you know, and hey, I keep my kids on the regular, man. Right now, since it's the break, my kids are with their parent. Well, some of my kids with their parents, their other parents, and my other kids are here. And that's how we do it. And I don't have no court order. I don't have no court order at all. Right now, like I say, I'm doing a custody battle. I initiated it, you know, January 15th. I have another set date for the case. We had trial November the 18th, but it got pushed over. It was a lot of bull crap going on. but I'm shooting to have all my kids under my roof because simply it's too much drama, you know what I'm saying? And I hope I helped anybody with this video, you know, any father, maybe even mother, you know, because, hey, it's the same on both sides. Man, God bless. Hey, if y'all got any advice for me, hey, put it in the comments. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.